Welcome back, my darlings, my beautiful collective. So for today's Oracle Tarot combo, we're using the Wild Child Oracle deck. We're asking our angels, ancestors, guides, beings of light, ascended masters, for our highest good and purpose. May we receive good and clear guided messages. May the messages that we receive help us to reach our highest timeline, our highest path forward, our highest version of self. And of course, as always, we hope that these messages find you well. Let's also take a moment to remind you that tarot services are available via the link in my bio should you feel called to check in on the energy that you find in a collective read, such as one of these, or if you'd simply like to tap into the energy that is ever present in your own unique set of circumstances. You can go ahead and peruse among those tarot service options that are there, and we can explore that energy together. Now, that being said, let's take a moment also to remind you that in the link in my bio, there is a button that says YouTube. Now, if you click that button that says YouTube, it will actually take you to an option where you could choose YouTube. I'm sorry, not YouTube, Instagram. It will take you to the option where you can choose Instagram, or you can continue on to YouTube. I am trying to grow my presence on both of those platforms, so I would greatly appreciate it if you can like, follow, share there as well. In case something should ever happen to TikTok, as they will say, as the saying goes, we will always have Paris, right? So that being said, let's return our attention and focus back over to the Oracle, where we join Spirit in our messages for today. So let's get a look at what Spirit has given us with the Wild Child. First is reflection. Reflections, huh? Interesting that there's the Swan. So I don't know if you saw the 3-card read for today. The 3-card read featured the Lovers. Swans make me think back to that because of their monogamy, right? So swans usually are creatures that mate for life. But it's also this twin flame vibe in that it says reflection. And we all know that twin flames mirror each other. As above, so below. As above in the 5D, so below in the 3D. Trove. I feel like that's the treasure. Coming into union with self. It's where you find, you know, the beauty, the magic of your inner self. This type of a connection is an opportunity. It does require us to take a leap of faith, but it presents us with the opportunity for growth. This one says idleness, but I feel like part of this is the aggravation of having to put up with, at times, what we feel is idleness. What we feel is slow-moving energy. But I feel like this is a reminder with the Mirage that time is an illusion. Interesting that they have this new moon energy here, in that the we have to learn how to incorporate shadow side and our light. With the Reach, again, this is kind of like an energy of growth and expansion. We're not allowed to stay stuck. We are made to grow and to reach for the stars, as it were. 333 on the timer as I say that. But it's a reminder that as we progress further along into our journey, that we need to meet people with gentleness. Remember to have and hold compassion for those who have come before, or rather, who have come after us, because they're looking to us in the eyes of a teacher. We are to pass on our wisdom and our knowledge of what we've gained and learned here, so that way we can better prepare the next generation for their task, their duty, their mission. The energy at the bottom of the deck is reverie. I feel like dreams may be important. I feel like it's kind of like a cross between dreaming and daydreaming with that word reverie. Reminiscing, kind of going through hopes, fears, dreams, but still believe in the magic. Not only that this is possible, but it's also that it's happening. Let's turn our attention and focus to the Heaven and Earth Tarot, where we take our journey using this deck, we're asking our angels, ancestors, guides, beings of light, ascended masters, for our highest good and purpose. May we receive good and clear guided messages. May the messages that we receive help us to reach our highest timeline, highest path forward, highest version of self. As you know, with the smirk, there's always something new, or new information, right? Or insights. We were just talking about dreams, and the moon card shows up. The card of dreams, hopes, fears, right? And we also have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from things that no longer serve you. It's about leaving things behind. It's also about moving forward. It's about the quest for the Ninth Cup. The quest for the Ninth Cup. The Ninth Cup is total emotional. Oh, well, it's a wish fulfillment, rather. I'm sorry. The 10th Cup is total emotional fulfillment. But the Ninth Cup is the search for our wish fulfillment, right? So, let's see where Spirit is taking us. Where along this journey are we traveling? Okay. Anything else? I feel we've got a few more. That, of course, that. Anything else? More exasperation. All right, let's save those cards because I do feel like they're going to be coming towards the end. Let us see where we go from here. Tell you what, I am going to do it like this, and let's just see. The first card that's coming out for us is the Knight of Swords. Truth and or clarity comes your way. Awesome. We need truth and clarity. Six of Swords. We're moving on to calmer waters. It's possible with the Knight of Swords that you might be cutting something out of your life, taking action finally, in order to finally remove something that just doesn't belong there anymore. Maybe you've gained clarity. Maybe you've outgrown whatever this is, and you no longer need that experience. And I feel that that's what it is, judgment. That's what's allowing you to move on. I feel like you might have changed even a perspective or a mindset. No longer sitting around waiting for something to happen. I feel like you're taking matters into your own hands. You're starting to realize that you want more. And here comes a Page of Cups. Now that you've made the decision to move forward, now that you've made the decision to leave things behind that no longer serve you, out of the blue, a surprise, I feel like you're getting this offer of love. Something that you truly desire. In fact, not only love, but it's also coming with passion. The love is coming, but the passion is coming sooner. I feel like there's definitely a lot of chemistry between you and the person that this entails. And I feel like divine timing, our favorite two words, come into play here. King of Wands. A divine masculine doesn't have to be sun, fire energy, sun, so maybe possibly a Leo, but Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, those are our fire signs. It doesn't have to be sun, moon, or rising, could be somewhere prominent in their chart, or just someone who's learning how to act with boldness and confidence. I feel like the boldness and confidence are really what's driving this divine masculine here. They want 10 of Pentacles. They want total, they want their happily ever after, rather. But it's also a marriage card, because keep in mind that when you look at the final picture of what's in that picture, which is the house, the spouse, the kid, the car, it usually represents someone that you're bonded to. King of Cups. I feel like this divine masculine is now bold enough to want to chase their dreams. So they're doing this with conviction and boldness. And now they're even willing to chase who they love. They're willing to put their heart on the line. Now, I feel like this is a big step for this masculine, because I don't feel like they have done that in the past. In fact, in the past, I believe that they've probably been more focused on their money and building their empire, their wealth, than they have about anything else. But I feel that that changed when you walked away, Divine Feminine. When you decided to put up boundaries, when you decided to say, I've had enough of this crap. I'm leaving. I don't deserve this. That's where they started to get triggered. It put them in this Nine of Wands energy, the Nine of Wounds, as my friend Kelly would say. This is the energy of a divine masculine who has been wounded in love. 10-10, as I say that on the timer, especially for today. I feel like it's a very accurate representation. This represents the need to be vulnerable. But I feel like the divine masculine has not been vulnerable, hasn't felt like they've been safe to be vulnerable. And that's because they haven't met anyone quite like you. But I feel like that all changed because when they met you, immediately they wanted to invest, they wanted to plant these seeds. They know that in looking at you guys' future, that there is investment and growth here. The question is, are they willing to change with the Death card? Are they willing to commit themselves to becoming their best version of self, which is what they're going to need to be in order to come into union with you? Because with the Page of Pentacles, there is this indication of an offer. They want this reality. They want to make this offer to you. They want to come forward and King of Swords speak their truth. You know what's so interesting right now? We have the King of Wands, the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. We have all kings of the tarot except for the Emperor. And with the Page of Swords, not only do they want to speak their truth, but I feel like you are going to get a message of truth and or clarity. I feel like they're still working up. This is work, but I feel like this is a work in progress. I feel like they're still working either on that message or on the courage to bring this forward to you. But not only that, I feel like they are being led by Spirit. Not just led by Spirit, but also they are learning to step in to their 12-12, as I say this on the timer. I feel like they're learning to step into their sacred divine masculine energy. Because remember, the Hierophant is the High Priestess's counterpart. This is the sacred divine masculine. This is a very much a spiritual connection here. I feel like they've spent a lot of time in contemplation with the Four of Cups. This is contemplation. This is seeing the choices that they have before them. And this is also recognizing that they're not satisfied in life. That they are not satisfied with the choices that they have. They yearn for something more. They yearn for this cup from the divine that's being offered and extended, but they lack the spiritual sight or the gift of knowledge to be able to see and or recognize the gift that the divine is giving them. And this requires them to go in. 13-13, as I say this on the timer. This requires them to go in, to be the hermit, to use those powers of analysis, of discernment, trying to figure out what it is that they want, both out of life and with this connection with you. What they do know is that Queen of Wands, you're the one that they want. And I'm hearing they only have eyes for you. Not only do they desire you, because that is the quality that this Queen of Wands has, but they want to bring you into their kingdom with the Queen of Pentacles. They want to make you theirs. They want to take care of you. They want to love you. They want to nurture you. They're ready to defend this connection with the Seven of Wands here. They're willing now to see this future with you. 14-14, as I say this on the timer. They're willing to conceive that there is this future with you, and that this future is one worth protecting. With the Five of Swords, I feel like they have caused a lot of conflict in the past. And in fact, a lot of times, they have tried to outwit and outmaneuver you in this connection, but to their detriment. In doing this, they have been self-sabotaging. They have been blocking their own blessing. And I feel like Spirit is showing them signs of that. So what do they want? Here's where the last 3 cards in our set and the card at the bottom of the deck get really interesting. What do they want? First, they want to reconnect with you. With the 3 of Cups, they're ready for a reunion. Well, what do they want whenever they have this reunion with you? They're ready to make a declaration. They're ready to make a commitment. 4 of Wands. They are ascending and so are you. You're both ascending so that way you can have this beautiful relationship. We also have the Lovers as the last card here in the set. I feel like this is very much, it was 15-4-4 as I say that on the timer. This is very much either a deep soul connection or a twin flame connection. And I very much believe that this is also a very fated event. What's very interesting, what's drawing my attention right here is the mirrored effect, right? So we have 1-4, 4-1, right? The mirrored effect. And we have, this is the sign for Gemini, 2, but we also have 4, 2 poles on this side, 2 poles on the other side. So the twins. There's very much a lot of imagery here that is symbolic of something fated coming together. And I did promise you the last card at the bottom of the deck. That happens to be the Sun. A huge, yes, victory, success. This will happen. This is a fated event. And I know what you're going to say. Well, Nick, what happens if I don't want my person? If you don't want it, you don't want it. This might not be your reading. Okay? But I feel like you know if this reading is for you. I feel like you know that deep in your heart, though our person may frustrate us at times to no end, you're not alone, dear collective, in that. I promise you. Just as your person may frustrate you to no end, I feel like at the end of the day, when all of this comes together the way that Spirit is orchestrating it, I feel like many of us are going to be compelled to say yes. May your manifestations truly burn brighter than you could ever ask or imagine. May they come in so much sooner than the agonizing Knight of Pentacles that has been plaguing many of our readings. And may you receive all of the peace, love, and light that you could possibly hold. And we hope to see you next time. Peace, love, and light.